Okay. I feel like I'm a little low. Let's alter this. There we go. Ugh. I may have just woken up from a nap. Maybe took a little power nap after work and then before the stream. Hello everyone. I will not be doing Ranked Valor. I thought I had more time with Ranked Valor. I didn't realize it ended like now, so I did it earlier today. So no Ranked Valor stream for this month because I just forgot about it. Yeah, I doubt he will speedrun Valor in less than 20 minutes. No, there's no way. Absolutely no way. Hello, 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 everyone. Valor ends today. Yeah, Valor ends in 14 minutes. Exactly. That was my thought, is that, shit. I gotta do that. But we have RYUU coming out, Best Girl. And we're gonna see if we can do damage cap with her. I mean, if we can do it with Ice, we could probably do it with RYUU. Especially if we're running the entire team together. But getting a haircut tomorrow. I know this is super fascinating information, but if I can look up and I can see the hair, it's too long. And then when it starts to like spill over on top of my ears like this shit, it's too long. Is RYUU one and done? You're gonna max her. We're gonna do one and done, and I'm probably just gonna pick up like the black tickets or black crystals or something to guarantee I get her, because I only have like 2,000 crystals right now. I really need to start stockpiling back up for the Annie, so we're just gonna spend a bit of money, whale our ass off, get guaranteed. So it's not really gonna be a fun summon stream because there really won't be that many summons to do. It'll be more of a let's test RYUU out. And let's just kind of chill. What time is it in my country? It is 6:47 p.m. If I have the base team without DPS, should you summon for RYUU? Like, you don't even have Exalted Champions Milim or something like that to attempt to nuke or anything? And obviously you don't have Ice. I mean, maybe? As long as you're able to clear EX too, like, that's the most important thing. The perks of being a whaler, yeah, right? So you're in the Pacific. Yeah, I'm Washington State, Pacific Northwest of the United States. Where it's currently quite cloudy. Thank God. I'm really tired of fucking 98-degree weather with 80% humidity. But yeah, we will be spending some money today. Spending money to save money. If that makes any sense. Joker, I have a dilemma. I'm 150 pity on Hestia Bell. I have 1.5k, but IDK for your Ice could be better because it's better. Use Elmesia as protector. I need advice. Oh. So are you're 150 in on Hestia Bell and you have none of them? Is that what you're trying to tell me, Spark? Or like, what is the actual question? Okay, so you're 150 and you don't have either of them. Well, at that point, I mean, oof. And I'm assuming you don't have any more Koban or anything like that. I might just take the L and move on. And unless you want to go swipe Dad's credit card or something. You really got to start saving. Like, Hestia is good, Bell is limited, Shuna is free, Ice is just a nuking character. Like, her damage support is fairly low. And then Ryu, like, we haven't even tested her yet, so I would say just walk away, unfortunately. It's a bad month for you. You got October to save up again. Is Omezia still better than Hestia for the team? I mean, if you're... From the looks of it, yeah, kinda. Like, Hestia will give you a lot of damage, but there's just something to be said about having all that power in the palm of your hand with Omezia. Finally, a good usage for her, apart from the actual Divine General team. I mean, we're gonna do a damage cap run tonight, so... Reality, do not worry, Joker. I'm here with a proper code this time. Well, see, the thing is that we're just gonna wail until we get her. We're just gonna do, like, the black tickets or something. And then we won't have that problem, Reality. Unless they just, for some reason, are assholes and don't give us black tickets. Kind of odd if we... Since we've gotten them for both other banners, but... It is Bandai, so you never know. Like, we got the black crystals here, we got the black tickets here, so it's like, what other color or black something that they've given us as premium currency? Like, I don't know. We're doing damage cap? We sure are, or we're going to attempt to. So, we have 9 minutes until everything is ready. We have almost 100 people. Let's get to 50 likes. Everyone like the goddamn stream. Take time out of my super busy day. Just I can't finish that sentence. It wasn't particularly busy. If you do 2 billion with Geld and Ryu should be 5 billion. Well, unfortunately, we can't do more than the 2.1 billion damage because programming. That's a thing. Like, it physically will not go higher than that. Don't ask me why. I'm not a good math person. Definitely not a programming person. Oiled up Ryu cosplay if you get 1,000 viewers? I've never had 1,000 viewers in my life. I think the most I ever had was like 600 or something, and that was for the 2nd anniversary? 3rd anniversary? Did English Twitter release Ryu's kit? Sure didn't. It's a programming limitation. I said programming. I said I'm not a good math person and I'm not a good programming person. Either way, I covered the bases. I don't know why everyone's so up my ass about that shit. Did not get a single Shuna copy in either banner or pity both. And pity both. That's unfortunate. Everyone who's smarter than me will push up their fucking glasses. It's not a math thing, it's a programming thing. Let me explain to you the intricacies of computers right now. It's like, I don't give a shit, man. I'm not gonna understand it anyways. And that's why you have to know oiled up Ryu cosplay if we get it. Yeah, okay, well. You show me 1,000 real people in here first, and then we'll talk. Alright. We're still down like 20 likes, guys. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Alright, so the good thing is that now I can do just the... Oh, I have to do the... Oh, crap. I gotta do Dire 1 with 2 free-to-play characters again. We gotta have Soka there. But then the other stages, we just need the full Magic team, which... Once Ryu comes out, we will have a full Magic team, because we will replace Geld. I do want to... I don't fully understand Ryu's kit, like the first skill. I don't know what's going on there yet. Are you still playing P5X or dropped it like everyone else? I mean, I summoned for Cord, and I got her second multi. I haven't logged in since then. It's kind of... So here's the thing with P5X, is that there's a whole lot of people that were upset over the difference in rewards from the other servers to the English and Japanese side. You know, fine. I didn't really care about that, because if I wanted it, I was going to just pay money and get it anyways, so it doesn't really affect me that much. It's just that you go a month and there's nothing to do except grind and do revelation cards and do dailies, and there's no other palaces to do. The gear gacha thing, I've never been a fan of at any point in my life playing gacha games. I don't like having two separate things I gotta summon on to make a character good. I don't like the whole gear RNG, right, of like the substats and all that, which Slime definitely does have, but it's only 3 slots and it's not everything like that. There are things that about P5X that I did not enjoy, and I knew I wasn't going to enjoy going in. And at the end of the day, after a month and a half, I'm kind of bored. I know they just dropped Palace number 3, but you don't have the end of Palace 3 yet. I didn't even try and go into it. I just am... I'm kind of just bored. If I want to play Persona, I'd just rather play like the non-gacha version and actually be able to play the entire game. So, that is my lengthy explanation to why I'm not really playing Persona anymore. Your Freerun team video helped, thank you. You're welcome. Good luck in 5 minutes, thank you, Clasher. Joker, is the current collab unit good for newbies? Collab unit or collab team? The team is good for new people. The current unit coming out, RYUU, I don't fucking know. I haven't used her yet. We will figure that out in a couple of minutes. Alright, we need like 6 more likes, guys. Come on. Thankfully, the good news is that Dokkan, their banner doesn't drop until 1 in the morning. So I don't have Dokkan to try and steal my luck away like it has for the past 3 banners or something. Releasing a unit like right before Slime summons start. If you got Hestia and Shuna, what should I summon on, or should you summon it all? If you got Hestia and Shuna and you're a new player and you can clear a lot of the content, maybe you're not doing like Infernos or anything like that, or the Ice event, then you should be fine. You could probably start just saving it for the 4th anniversary. You don't need to summon on every single banner. I'm still new in this game, so I don't know if this banner is good or not. Neither do I. We're gonna find out together. Is the guaranteed protector ticket that is sold for $27 mean you will get Hestia? No. No. Absolutely not. What pack are we talking about? This one right here. Not that one. Not the black tickets. For details, click here. The drop rate for Hestia is 4%. So it's a lot better than 0.7% like on her normal banner, but it is not a guaranteed Hestia. You can find all this information by clicking into it yourself. It's magic. No, it's not a guaranteed Hestia. If you got a guaranteed Hestia ticket, that thing would cost $100 minimum. Minimum. This is a gacha game. They don't give away leader characters for $27. When will you update the tier list for September? Well, it's funny that you mentioned that, because I've actually got it ready to go. I'm just waiting for RYUU to come out and test her, and then I could start updating the tier list. But I have everything loaded, ready for after I'm done using her. I did that earlier today, actually. Alright, it is 1 minute to go. 1 minute. What collab do you want to be next? Nothing. God, fucking stop with the collabs. Alright, it is 7 o'clock. Alright, let's check it out. Let's check her out. So, character details. Ryu and Shuna. Ryu, wind magic, dungeon crawler, adventure, found a wisdom wielder of magic, uses a sword, probably will get one for free. AoE damage alt. High speed chanting. Deals 200% basic wind damage and 10% heal. Concurrent chanting. This skill also activates at the end of allies' attacks. Additional effects when concurrent chanting is activated. Increases green skill points by 50% and increases own magic attack. So, like, the end of allies' attacks, is it after everyone has attacked? Or is it after each individual ally has attacked? So you send 6 orbs and they're 2, 2, and 2. Do you get 3 stacks of this in a turn? Or maybe 2 stacks if it's 2 other allies? I don't know what concurrent chanting means. So, like, it's a passive ability alongside an active effect that heals and does instant damage. Like that's what's happening here. So at the end of every turn you get 50% on the greens. And then, okay, we get wind plus damage. So that's actually going to be a fuck ton of damage for her. And everyone else, actually. So ice is still going to do a lot of damage. We probably don't even need to go to turn 8 now to do damage cap with this buff activated. Okay. And then who's on the banner? Blanc. Coleus Rimuru. Actually not a bad pickup if you really need rainbows. Shizu and Raphael Vengeance. You're shit. You're okay. You're good when you need to be. You're good when you need to be. You're kind of not great. And at this point, Vengeance Raphael is a bit too old. Can still use him for defensive things, but not everything, because he only protects you against 3 things now instead of like the 10 things that they could hit you with. Alright. Well, let's see what kind of packs they have that I can buy. I swear to God, there are no black crystals. Oh, good, there are. Alright. Thank God. And we need how many to get her? We need 10. Of course. We gotta buy 3 packs. Okay, well, at least we can do these ticket summons that comes with it, right? So let me kick over to this. Jubilee is here. Wasn't it supposed to be delayed? Is it here? Oh. That's a bit odd. It was supposed to be delayed. I mean, if it's already out, that's actually pretty good. Or can you not activate it? Is like the banner here, but you can't click into it? Let's get another one of these. Do they ever rerun collabs? No. They are a one and done kind of thing. Unfortunate for people with huge FOMO, but the unit gear is in the shop. Ooh, okay, good. Good. I want to know what that Hestia ribbon does, though. That's an accessory. Joker too far gone, he wants to spend money. I mean, yes? Yeah? Question mark? Alright, let's pick our shit up. So we've got 5 tickets to try and get Ryu alongside the black tickets. So we'll do those first. Never mind, it kicks you to main screen. Yeah, I would assume so. Will the Divine General banner rerun? It did already. It reran back in April. I don't know when it's going to come back again. So right now you have no way to get Hestia. Or not Elmesia. Is Jubilee? Oh no, see, it's locked. So. Okay. So, let's do these 5 tickets. What is her pull rate here? For actually just Ryu? That's 5 stars in general. Ryu is 4%. Alright, well, let's see if we can hit that 4%ers here. If we get the collab animation, we know it's a guaranteed Ryu. And these are guaranteed 5-star tickets. I mean, the animation doesn't really matter unless we get the special animation. Shizu reduces 25-point cost. Yeah, she sure does. It's so useful. So super duper useful. Alright, purple aura. And that is Veldora. Okay, cool. Watch it be Shuna instead. That's true. You could get Shuna here as well. Quote, something about crossing swords in the city. Alright, thank you for that. I don't know if we're going to get her on these tickets. You got Ryu and 10 pull. Congrats. Now, don't look at the banner again. Take your W and you get the hell out of here. Alright, another fake out. Not something I see very often. Oh, gross. Oh, I thought that was Fire Rimuru, not New Year's Rimuru. Oh well, whatever. It's both equally not useful. Alright, Milim animation. Still doesn't mean we got a collab unit. Just got back. How'd you get those 5 tickets? My credit card. That's how I got them. If you see something that I'm using that is not given away normally, it's because I paid money for it. A very easy answer to all those questions. Ugh. Can you run the DANMACHI team without Bell? I mean, yeah. Bell's really only giving damage support that just stacks. You don't need Bell. You're gonna miss a lot of damage without Bell, but I don't think you need him. Oh, come on. High density energy detected. Oh, red screen effect. We are getting literally all of the animations. So that means that the final ticket should be the collab animation, right? That's what this means. Right? That's what it means. What can be substituted for Bell? That's an excellent question. It kind of depends on what you have in your box. Oh, okay. Space Rimuru. Come on. Ugh. Alright, we're just gonna skip. We got, what, 1 EX character out of that? Ugh. Ugh. Alright, I think we'll do 4 multis on Ryu, just for funsies, so we can say that we did some summons. Let's see if we get lucky. Okay. I mean, that's something. Alright, come on. Let's see just a really easy first multi Ryu, even without the special animation. We don't need the animation to get her. It's just that we would be guaranteed a collab unit if we got that animation. Hakuro. Quote, is crossing swords in the city not very pleasant? Alright. Murd. Okay, Veldora? No, Milim. Sorry. Alright, well that was a sweet Milim animation for a Milim. And a Yuki. Oh, that wasn't it. Psychic Elf? That really wasn't it, wow. Rigurd, and here we go. Soe. Alright. Another one, come on. This just means an EX unit. EX Unbound unit, which there are a few of them on the banner. Does not fill me with a lot of hope. Alright, because it could be fucking Space Shizu or something. I just shafted myself right there. I put it out into the universe. Alice. Come on, crossing swords. No, that's Shuna. Okay, well, I mean, we got one of the new characters. Cool. That is a 112 Shuna now. See, you don't need to get the animation to get one of the new characters. Okay, we're gonna do 2 more multis. Okay, that's not it. We're just gonna skip that. All right, and last multi, so I can get the cubes, not the cubes. Okay, Dusk. All right, unless it has something else special in it. This will be the last multi that we do since I have the black tickets. I technically didn't have to spend 1,200 crystals right here, but I did anyways because I'm an idiot. And I'm an idiot. Who'd have thunk? Ifrit on a fake out. Okay, well, it is what it is. Let's go get our Ryu. Don't even get the quote. Damn. Ryu or Ice, who should you summon? That's an excellent question that I don't have an answer to yet because I have not used Ryu. Where's the event shop to? Okay, so there's her weapon. There's another EX ticket. Okay. She just uses a wooden sword, so we'll just take it off of Ice, actually. So you have a special quest part 2 with a shard. Alright. We have... No, the Ryu event doesn't come out for another couple of days. Predation quest. Alright. Level her up. Do we even summon on this meta at all? I don't know. It depends. Do you like what you've seen from my showcase videos? If you do, then yeah, maybe. That felt very anticlimactic. Well, it kind of was. Can you give a couple examples of Bell substitutes? They're going to be characters that are not available right now. Just straight up. Like, the Divine General Masked Hero. No one is stacking Pierce power like Bell, and no one has his, free ult or anything. You're gonna... Might as well just put Fern in or something. Or, since the magic team, Visions of Coleus Violet for magic attack. Or Blanc. Warrior's Mind Blanc. Like, they're... No one specifically is giving that much Pierce power. You could bring, maybe, Fount of Wisdom Albus. She's doing Pierce and Pierce resistance down, but, like, that's it. It is, again, very dependent on who you have available in your own box. Like, I could list all these characters off, you're gonna be like, I have none of them. Like, okay, well, I'm glad I was so useful for the last 5 minutes explaining this. I don't know what you have available, so I don't know who you should put in place of him with whoever you have available from your own account. Which is why I have a Discord, which is a team building channel. Should you pick 4th Awakened Hestia or 2nd Awakened Bell? I would pick Bell, probably. Well... Probably pick Bell, since Hestia's trait isn't like super duper great, but if you have the full team except for Hestia, which is a better substitute, 3rd Annie Elmesia or Overlord Rimuru, Elmesia. I'm not doing damage cap with Rimuru. There's a reason why that video for damage cap was using Elmesia. Elmesia is probably better than Hestia for this team, actually, which is hilarious, but also probably true. You have Blanc Warrior's Mind? Yeah, put her in then. Best I can tell you. Rarely just pulled her to multi. Congrats. Okay. Although Ice's sword is buffing single target attacks, so that's not going to help her ult at all. So I'll just give her a different wind sword. I needed a wind unit, got Ryu in 2 pulls, got nothing else in the collab and saving for Annie. Would she work in the free run team? Yeah. Yeah, she'd work. She is not very... She's fairly unrestricted in where you can put her. Right, she's got the 90-point buff for everyone. You know, free run team doesn't technically have a wind character on it, but whatever. Ryu's going to be your damage character. The attack buff, the free run team already technically has from Raphael and free run herself on a magic state. But she can work there. It's just when you have characters that are like, I only buff speed type units, and you're trying to use them on a free run team, which is full of stacking units. It's like, that's not really the best place to use them. But Ryu is a DPS, so you build a team around her. She's not here to support a different team. She's here to be supported by other people. If you had the full team except for... Dude, I just answered this. Yes. You should stop summoning. Elmesia is better. For what you're trying to do with this fucking team, Elmesia is better. Ganta, I answered that like twice now. No free tickets, but an EX in shop. Yeah, I saw the EX ticket in there. And you get her free gear. And then kind of unfortunate that they didn't have a free dupe of Ice, or not Riot, but Ryu, like we did for Ice. But yeah, oh well. I mean, they've given away quite a bit of free stuff already this month, so I can't really complain about that. Alright, we are not gonna do those yet. Let's test her out. Yo, I just started playing only because of Danmachi. How do you get Ice? You pay money. You pay money to summon for her. If I don't breathe air, do I die? And you know what? You find out and let me know. How much money? A lot. Alright, so let's put Ice there. Let's put Ryu in that slot. I didn't even look at Ryu's trait. What is it? It's gonna be fucking protection gauge, isn't it? It's not. Oh. No one has protection gauge on this team. Well, that's a decision. Okay, well, I don't feel bad about dupes then. Bro, there's no other way to get her? Is this your first gacha game, Metal Gear Gamer? You ever played a gacha game before? Alright, and then... So Ice has that. And we don't need you. You have Valor gear on for some reason. $100 Canadian bucks for 1,500 crystals. That's 5 multi-summons. I got lucky when I did it. Well, see, there you go. Yeah, just pay money. Yes, I only play Metal Gear. I don't play gacha games, but there's always been a way to get the characters for free. Yeah, play the game and build up crystals, and then you can summon. But you still have to summon. She's a premium character. They're gonna make you summon for that. I don't know what gacha games you've been playing, but they are apparently quite generous. They just give you every character for free. I don't need that for Millum. So let's give you that one. Not Masayuki. I was trying to see if we could do some kind of damage Masayuki, but if you have a stance on or a certain thing on after turn 5, he seals your protection gauge much earlier, so. How many summons? For Ice, you need 20 multis. 6,000 crystals. Alright, 13, 13. Cool, cool, cool. You know what? Actually, let's do Hestia. Let's try the actual full team, even though it's gonna run not as well. And we'll see how it does first off. And then we'll bring in Elmesia to actually do damage cap. Because I just want to get a feel for Ryu's skill first and foremost. You have 200 crystals, bro? That sounds like a typical gacha gamer problem. Alright. Had to go to pity, but got her and pulled a dupe of Shuna. My luck today was low. Hope others had a better time than me. Hopefully. Oh god, we're on auto. What did we do? What did we use? Okay, we used Belle's thing. Not a big deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not that. Yeah. So we'll convert. And then we'll bring a Ryu in for ice. We'll do the stack now, because it only hits the front line, because she's a free-to-play unit. And then we'll bring Shuna in. Alright. So, let's see what happens here. So this will be 200% instant damage, which will not be a lot. And then a 10% heal, which we're not down on HP. Concurrent chanting. This skill also activates at the end of allies' attacks for 0 points. Is this something you only have to use once, then? So there's instant damage, there's a heal. The greens do not have a gauge increase yet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so concurrent chanting, instant damage, magic attack, green buff. So the end of our turn. And now that we've used it once, is that active forever now? What is the... Like, is there a status effect or something that we need to use? Or do we have to use this every turn? Let's not use it this time, and let's figure that shit out. So let's do the Shuna convert, boom. And then, you know, we'll just actually get Ryu out of here. And we'll bring in Eyes. And then we'll reset. No, we don't reset. We will just give ourselves points and we'll convert that. Okay, so buff. And then we'll use the convert from Shuna. Actually, we won't use that. We'll do this convert. And then buff. And then buff. And well, buff, buff, buff. One, two, three, four, five, six. Alright, so let's see if that concurrent chanting happens again after we're done attacking. It is not. Okay, so you do have to use that every single turn for it to be activated. And can you use it multiple times in a turn? No, I don't know, because it's only going to take effect one time. That's a bit awkward, I would say. Okay. Interesting is how I will put that. Very interesting. Not entirely sure I love it. Let's convert. Let's green buff. Boom. Boom. And then we'll take Shuna out. And then we will stack with that, stack with ice. Hestia will give us 110. And then, I mean, we can use it again. But I highly, highly doubt that we're going to get like a double kind of stack. So we've only used her once, so the greens only have 50%. We can use it again just for science. Okay, so let's see. And 1 damage. And 1 damage. And one stack, I think. We'll take a look at the greens now. So if they're at 100%, then it only works once. If it's at 150, then it works twice. It's at 100, so you do not spam it multiple times in a turn. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, it's a bit weird of a skill. It's a bit awkward. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then we will alt swap Ryu away. Hestia, 110. We literally just tried that, Tomo Clips. We literally just did that. Alright, so she's got her EX alt now. She really doesn't have to be up front anymore. We are getting more skill points every turn, so I mean, that's cool. Can y'all rank the best collab units for you? Not off the top of my head, no. Someone in chat can maybe do that. JLB, how'd someone's go? I mean, we bought the black tickets, so we could just guarantee her. Make things easy. But I still did 4 summons, and I got another copy of Shuna. So I guess we should update that spreadsheet, though, huh? So 40 pity, 1 Shuna, 1 black ticket Ryu, or crystal Ryu. There we go. You're locked in, so you got alt swap. We got a green buff. Try leaving Ryu in the front line. Don't use her skill. See, we already tried that too. We already tried that. It is a 1 turn per thing. You can only use it. You only get the effect once a turn. You only get the stacks for 1 turn. Is she better than Geld? Kinda not really, for what we're doing. I mean, Geld, as a dedicated skill point buffing character, is very good at what he does. Ryu is doing that plus damage support, while being damage herself. So she's doing a bit more than free-to-play Geld. It's just that maybe it's a bit more awkward to use her in the same exact format that you would be using Geld in. So we've already used the green buff, and that's it. So we gotta use the... we have to use her thing again. And then I guess we'll use the Pierce. No, I guess we'll do the stack with him. Is the instant damage increasing? No, because it's based off your attack stat, and no one is stacking attack. We're stacking wind attack, and we're stacking magic attack. But the instant damage is solely based... well, actually, maybe it's getting higher. I guess we'll find out. He doesn't have a barrier up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Normally instant damage is worded in a way that it's based off your attack stat. Let's see. Let's see how much it does. $8,500 damage. Someone compare that to earlier when we used it on turn 1. Let me know if it got any higher. Seems pretty ass. If I only have Shuna and Ryu, would they work in Divine General Team for the Dire Inferno? If you only have Shuna and Ryu... I mean... yes, you could use her with Almizia and just some other damage support characters. Like, just with Almizia. I don't know if you want to put, like, Raphael and Diablo and the hero in there, because Jubilee might nerf those buffs. And, well, Raphael wouldn't give Dark and Space Attack to a wind character. It's about the same as last turn? Well, then there we go. Okay, Ryu... how much are we up to on greens? 200%? That's just not... I mean, we aren't really actually using as many skill points every turn either, so we're just going to take you out of here now. And we'll bring in you. Get the orb change. Take Sokka out. Alright, and then we will green buff. Hestia. I'm at 150 on Ice Banner. How do you get more crystals? Playing the game or swiping your dad's credit card. One of those two options. Alright, so more Pierce Power. This is going to do significantly less damage. This team, sorry, than if we were going to run Divine General. Let's do an ice stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ryu. I mean, she does have some kind of selfish buff. That's the stacking 10% magic attack. It's not very impactful. The wind plus damage and the attack buff is for everyone. So you're just meant to nuke with ice. And Ryu is... she will definitely do damage, but this is an all-ally buff right here. And then this skill is kind of just a bit awkward. Alright, turn 7. We need to ensure we have what we need to have here, so... we're not nuking with ice, so we actually don't need her up front for anything. So let's do... you... actually, let's use your big time skill. No, that actually doesn't do anything for us. Because it's not doing anything for Ryu. And that's the whole point. So let's do a stack of that. That does help Ryu. Get her out. And then Hestia. I sure did see its wind plus damage. Alright, and then... I don't need to do it. How many points do we get? Do we cap out? We do. Let's get one more stack of Pierce Power. Okay, we're up to 400 points. Does Elemental Plus help the base element? Like, does the Wind Plus damage help just normal Wind characters? No. You have to be a Wind Plus character. So you have to be EX Unbound, essentially. So if you're trying to use like the wind plus damage on fucking bitch ass Wind Diablo, who's level 80, it's not gonna work on him. But if you use this wind plus damage on ice, or use her on Exalted Champion Milim, who's unbound at 120, then it would work. But you specifically need to see the... I guess it doesn't say on... We have to bring in one of our wind characters for that. Hold on. Let's take you out. And... Gotta be wind plus. Okay, so we don't really need Shuna for any... I mean, we do need her for the multi-skill, I guess. So let's take her out. Let's bring Ice in. Let's do the Pierce Rate and Pierce Power. Okay. Let's do the big time buff, attack and wind plus damage. And then we can do a stack of the ice skill as well. Hestia for more wind attack. And we've already used the pierce rate, right? I'm just making sure. Pierce rate 100%. There we go. All right, so let's just do another stack of ice then, because that's going to be the most important thing here. Okay, the orc has 176 million HP. With this kind of... It's sad, but with this full meta team that is going to do objectively less damage than Divine General, how much damage is Ryu going to do? Just straight up. She has 120% ult damage. She has 150% pierce power, 573 weakness strike, 521% wind attack, another 100% attack, 140% wind plus attack, and then we've got some ult resistance and a little bit of pierce resistance down. Oh, there is the AoE nerf on her. Oh, there is. That's right. Oh, she hasn't cleansed that. Ah. Double unfortunate. By 75%. Oh. Okay, well, we'll just have to do some maths. Or, actually, sorry. You guys will have to do some math to figure out her damage. And then we'll send Ice after that. Let's see how much her normal orb does after the bell ult. Alright, so I guess this isn't really a fair place to test her damage because of that fucking nerf that she can't cleanse. So we'll just go ahead and send it. Alright, how much her normal orbs do? Almost 1 million. Right? Hmm. 51 million damage. I think is, yeah. So how much is a normal ult from Ice gonna do? Because it's not an EX ult. $134 million. And we weren't really prioritizing her. So if Ryu is doing 51 million, and that's a quarter of her damage, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. She does have the personal magic attack stacks. Not that we got a lot of them, but they were there. We also didn't use Ice's own buff, so we were missing the Drago effect and everything else there. Okay, let's do... let's do it the other way now. Elmesia. And you have your charm on, yeah. Okay, let's try this again. But since she's nerfed, there's not really a point in trying to test her damage out. So let's swap their places. Alright, let's find out. POV me as a free-to-play, I just wait till the next guaranteed 5-star EX event to spend all my magic crystals. I remember getting a new character in first attempt once. Yeah, I mean, the 4th anniversary is October 28th. Well, the actual true anniversary is October 28th. They're gonna have a... So, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen for the next month and a half or something is that we're currently September 11th. And then the meta will change over on the 28th or 29th. And then we'll be into the October team. We're going to get that banner on one of these days. And then we're going to get a banner somewhere around the middle of October. And that's going to be another 2 characters on the same banner. They will label that part 1 of the 4th anniversary. But it has almost nothing to do with the actual 4th anniversary team. Because the actual true anniversary of the game is October 28th. So, it's a bit confusing for new people. I get it. It's not... I didn't make this schedule. I'm just informing you. But October 28th is the true anniversary date of the game. So if we look back, what they have done is that last year, in late September, we got the Mills and Shinsha banner. And then mid-October, we got the Isis and Kyoko. They did not have a lot to do with the Divine General actual 3rd anniversary team. That was the 3rd anniversary team. This is the triple featured unit banner with a 6% rate up and all that shit. They've done it again for the half anniversary, where we got Warrior's Mind, labeled part 1. But then we got Spirit Master, which is the actual 3.5 anniversary team, with another triple featured banner. This is what they do. They try and bait you with a part 1 banner that does not actually relate very much to the triple banner. Triple banner is what you should be waiting for, unless we have another Blanc and Violet situation, of which case that would be incredibly, incredibly rude. So what everyone should be doing for now is if they're done summoning for DANMACHI, and they either like it or they don't like it, or they got shafted or they got lucky, and whatever happened, you should not really be summoning until, at minimum, middle of October or late October. Preferably late October, but we have to see what they're going to try and bait us with. So now that that's out of the way, let's do this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, since we are actually going to nuke with Ice here, we want to prioritize her skills. So let's get you out of here, and then we'll use the Soka buff. I want to see if we can hit damage cap on like turn 6 now or something with the big time wind buff. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Speaking of which, we're getting light next, so Annie's gonna be water because doubt they will do earth again. Oh yeah, I didn't even check that. So we have a light meta coming again? Oh. Okay. That's a bit odd. Alright, orb change. Multi-skill. Let's do the reset. Yeah, let's do the reset. Pulled 2 Ryus on your 7th multi. Your 2nd and 3rd also gave you 5 stars. Congrats. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. And then we'll take... No, we need Soka to convert here. No, I did convert. Never mind. All right, so let's bring Ryu in. We won't be able to use Soka's buff, but Ryu and then the ice stack again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up to 126 points now. This is going quite slow. I guess since we're going to try nuke early, we're not going to get as many stacks of other skills, but we will have the attack and we'll have the big time wind plus damage buff, which is going to be something entirely out of control probably. Alright, so, okay, cool. That's good. I just have to use Shuna's orb change, so we will use Ryu, and then we will take her out, and then we'll reset with Almesia again. This is the damage cap run, yes, or the attempted science of damage cap. And then by this, all these skills, Ice's buff will be maxed out. Okay, and we still have some points left over, so let's do 2 more stacks of this. I really don't like the after turn skill point buff, because we're not really benefiting off of anything in the current turn. I don't really like the future kind of skills like that. The future hand of orbs, like, I get. Like, that's good, but that's orbs. It's not buffs, it's not points, it's not protection gauge, it's effects that you want now that you're not getting now. And that's not really how I want to run. Okay, so here, what we got to do is, see, we're going to get locked in next turn with the bind, and there's no way for us to dodge that. So I think what we actually have to do is we have to take out Ice. So let's use one of her skills. And then we'll get her out for Ryu. Yeah. And then we'll reset everyone. Because I want Ryu up front, because I want to be able to use her skill this turn, and then next turn when we're locked. That's the most important thing. So I think we're using literally everything here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Except the Ryu skill. Alright, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 144 points coming back now. It's just a bit awkward to use, isn't it? Alright, so there's the bind. Alright, that's an unfortunate hand. We gotta orb change twice here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we gotta orb change again. Boom. I already used that, so let's just do Pierce Power. By the way, she has to be up front for the after effect to happen. Does she? Can it... we use it and send her away, it doesn't happen? I feel like that's not right. I feel like that's not right. You just test it. We're going to test that again, because we're going to send Ryu away in this turn. If she has to be up front for it to happen as well, that is a huge detriment. Oh, I guess we're not. Well, I mean, we could, but yeah. We're just gonna have a lot less stacks, so let's just see on turn 8 then if we can still do it. So let's do Ryu's skill. Okay. And then we will bring in Soka. No. We're just not gonna bring Soka. Yeah. Ice for Ryu, that still leaves us those. And then we will reset. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we could do this now as well. Okay, and then we can bring in... No, we can't. Boom, boom. And another Elmesia reset. And then free stacks. And then 2 more stacks of each. Boom, boom. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will break the barrier. 216 points coming back. It's just not as good. That's just not as good. Also, we're not going to get the Pierce power until turn 8. So, there's no real point in attempting that, which is why I'm not a big fan of Bell's kit. That's a good hand. And we're going to probably take one of those oranges away anyways. Maybe. Sure did. Alright, look at that. Okay. So... Still have the aerial buff on, so we don't need to use that again for anything. Did we... I didn't even see, so... We didn't get the, we didn't get that stack, did we? Someone rewind the stream real fast and tell me if during the transition to turn 7, if we got that instant damage. Or after they were done attacking. It didn't proc. Oh, that is quite awful then. Oh. That's not good. That is not good. Oof. That is unfortunate. Man. I don't know if it was bugged. I mean, I guess it would say activates from the rear guard or something if they really wanted to be very specific about it. But that is a huge, huge L on that kit. I don't know if having this normal attack buff for 100 and wind plus damage for 140, I don't know if that saves her. Like, where... What other wind teams are we using that could use that? Tournament Stalwart Lumi? 90-point skill in that team? Like, I guess you could, sure. When's the next wind? Exalted Champions is the next wind team after that. And yeah, Milim will do a butt ton of damage there. Sure, but that's a 1.5-year-old team at this point now. Yeah, I think I will safely say that she is really not worth picking up for most people. Unless you really, really, really need an AoE character. Okay, this is turn 7. We gotta do something here. Apparently we have to leave Ryu up front, so... But I've already done the alt swap, so, like, that's kind of useless now. I guess we could do this. Yeah. No, we have to leave her up front for this to happen. Oh, that's such a useless thing. I want to see it with my own eyes, though. So forgive me for doing this again. Instant damage there, just from using the skill. Alright, fine. And then we'll bring Soka in. We will buff with her. Did we already stack? We did not stack with Amicia. Warp change magic. Stack, stack, stack. I don't need to use that again. We already had the aerial buff as well. Okay, so stack. And stack and stack. Check SP gain beforehand. Yeah. 150%. Alright. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it did not activate. Okay, well, that's just a huge L. Huh. Because this should still be 150%, and it sure is. That's not really what you want to see right here. Okay. Let's bring Ryu in. Let's use her attack and wind plus damage buff. And then we'll bring Shuna in. We will reset with Elmesia one last time. It's not a dead run. It's just that we're not going to have as many stacks. We're still going to have a lot of damage here. Like we didn't before when we did the damage cap. We did not have 100% extra attack and 140% wind plus. Like that is a almost 150% damage multiplier at the end of all calculations. This is. I'm fairly confident that this will do something very close to damage cap, if not just damage cap by itself. So we have 120% ult damage, pretty typical. And then Ice has 198% attack from stacks, 531% pierce power, 1023 weakness strike, 573 wind attack, another 125 wind attack from her own skill, 125% attack, 175% wind plus damage. All right. No damage guesses. I just want to know, will we hit damage cap? Yes or no? That's the question I'm going to pose to you people. Will we hit damage cap with this nuke? Yes or no? I want to see how many people have faith. Lower the speed. People do that a lot, don't they? Close to damage cap for you? No, no, yes, nope. Close, yes, no, yes, no. Pretty even spread across the board. No. I feel like we are. going to hit damage cap. We don't have as many stacks, no, but 175% win plus damage is not something that you can just fuck around with and be like, it's not very good. So I think she's going to hit damage cap. We're going to send the bell ult. We're going to send one orb for her just to see how much damage it does. It should be kind of funny. Alright. So, Bell's ult. I don't really care. Million damage, sure. This ice orb, which I have multi-hit on it. 42 million damage guarded, so it should have done 84 million damage right there. We're hitting damage cap. This is a damage cap. There we go. That should have been an 84 million damage normal orb. Not even like a 200% orb, but just a normal orb. So yeah, Ryu's gonna buff Ice's damage a lot. It's just that, you know, we already did damage cap with Geld, a free-to-play unit. Do you need this Ryu to do that? Probably not. So, This team has a very interesting problem that is almost the complete opposite of the Tails collab, where Tails Rimuru was really not that great and needed help to get him going. Hestia doesn't really need a lot of help to get her going because they're green orbs. Sure, like a green buffing character, but it's not nearly as bad as like orange orbs needing Blanc or something, or rainbows. So it's like Hestia, I think, in a vacuum is good, but not for this team. Whereas Rimuru is really, really good for the Tails collab, but not really good for anything else. What a sad conundrum we are in right now. Huh. I'm not really sure how to feel about this. Hestia is supposed to be good. She's supposed to be the Green Himmel. She is the Green Himmel, and she is good. But while Himmel is good for other teams and the Frieren team, Hestia is really only good for other teams, and not the Danmachi team. It's just a bit awkward. It's just a bit awkward. This is the team we wish we had for Third Annie. Yes, that is the comment. If they just took the Danmachi kits and put it into the 3rd anniversary Divine General team, I would have been a lot happier. If Elmesia had the convert plus the reset plus that, then fine. I'd be singing Divine General praises a year later. This, however, is just not what I expected. Like, I think we started off really strong with the triple banner. Shuna, was free, Bell a bit limited, Hestia good. And then as we started to use the team, and as skills got horribly expensive, and we really missed that reset, and we really missed those skill points, we were really looking for those two things. And then we didn't get a reset at all. And then we kind of got skill points, but in a very stupidly roundabout way. Huh. Where are the people who mock the Divine Generals? I mean, if you're gonna run pure Divine General with Gazel and Elmesia and them, it's still awful. It's still not a fun team to run. Elmesia on this team is a lot easier to use because you have orb changers. That's not a single convert. Divine General's problem is just simply Gazel. If Gazel simply converted 2 orbs, like, it actually would have been so much better. That's the only thing. But because he only changes one, and because the likelihood of you having very little green orbs on any given turn is so high, it's awful. You know, with this team, if you're going to run what I just did, we have Soko, we have Shuna, we have 2 converters who are changing 2 orbs, and multi-skill, which means you could use them, like, you only have to do it 3 times at max, and you have 6 orbs. And you're probably not going to have to do that because you have ults all the time. So you're guaranteed to have, like, at least two orbs that are going to be guaranteed greens are being sent. Huh. Okay, well, let's go through some of the story and get her. We didn't even feed her. I didn't even feed her. She's starving. That's not the right button. What do you like? Is it potatoes? Do you like potatoes? That I didn't save for you? I saved these ones. The buttery potatoes. Right? I wasn't sure if she'd like the potatoes or not, so I just fed them all into, Holy crap, I have 10,000 of those? I may hoard a bit, alright? I get it. Don't yell at me. Oh, nature's here. Whole lot of disappointment. I mean, we still did the 2.1 billion damage. Like, that's still good. It's just that I think it's a bit unnecessary, because we were already doing that a week ago. She doesn't like the other potatoes? Oh, well, that's tragic. Levels. You missed the 2.1 billion damage. Yeah, you did. What were you doing? You knew I was doing that run. All I'm missing for the Divine General team now is Blanc. I got my daughter Lightyear on 40 pulls and a dupe in the free ticket. Nice. What is the pull priority for these banners as of now? Oh, it's going to be the triple banner. Get all 3 of them, or get Hestia and Belle, because you can get Shuna for free from the web store. And then maybe Ice, if you don't have a DPS unit, but, like, that's... Ice is just DPS. Why is my friend saying don't be mad at me? Okay, so, quick update. Quick update. So, some of you may or may not know, I like Gundam a lot. I have a stack of 4 Gundam models over that I have to fucking build. I have a backlog of Gundam models. I have Gundam models chilling on that shelf right there and below it. I have been collecting the Gundam card game that came out recently. Yeah, recently. And Lacus Clyne from Gundam Seed is my most favorite Gundam waifu of all time. So, when the Gundam card game came out and they had a very rare alt art Lacus Clyne card, I was like, I want that card. And I've opened hundreds of packs at this point, and I still don't have it. Yet my friend went to Target yesterday and got the 2 last packs, just sleeve boosters on the shelf. Motherfucker pulled my Lacus. He pulled my Lacus. And now I'm about to disown him. I'm actually so salty right now. Oh, that's just... That's just so unfortunate. Oh, okay. Wait, what were we doing? What were we doing? You got that Rocket's Mewtwo? I sure do. I sure do. Oh god, what was in the other pack? I guess I just have to start going to Target now, and... Oh, the Justice. Okay, I don't care about that one. Yeah, collab quest. Open up that shop. Can I add something else about Ryu? You can only get 50% SP. Yeah, we knew that already. We tested that already. Pull priority. It's get Hestia and Bell, and then maybe get Ice, and really don't go for Ryu. I'm pretty sure I said that already before I went on my rant. Did that kick us out to the menu? Oh, okay, no. Because you cleared the story event. Back to this, okay. Back to the story quest. Don't forget to use your 270 pity. Right. Oh, hey, Valor Cup. Hey, crystals came back. Yay. Alright. So what's the rule? When 180 points are used, decreases all targets' pierce resistance. Okay. That's something. And then 5 combo of greens increases all his magic attack by 10%. Okay, and then the Valor Cup rule, or the incoming team is going to be light. And the last light team we got was Freyrin. Dark, fire, space, earth, dark, water, technically, wind. Yeah, Freyrin collab was the last light team. Marshall Lee, how's Ryu? She's not living up to her potential, I guess is how we'll say that. Okay. 270 pity. What are we doing with it? I feel like we... I don't want to do 3 more multis. That's the thing. So we'll have 70 pity after that, which is enough to get... Yeah, I think I'll just pity Bell. Alright, and then we'll get... How many of these do I have? 137, 130... We'll just get the battle ones. I'm okay with leaving 30 pity. That's fine. Alright, well, let's feed that dupe in. So now Bell and Shuna are both 112. Ice is 108. Ryu is 100, and she's going to stay 100. Okay. Oh, Jubilee unlocked, but I probably can't do anything to it, huh? Yeah, let's see how aired out it gets. There we go, undergoing maintenance. Overall, do you see Bell having any staying power on other teams? No. Bell has probably the worst staying power. Because he's locked to turn 8 for that Pierce skill. It's under maintenance. I get it. I gotta try things once for myself, just to see. If I don't experience it, it didn't happen. It's a terrible way to go about life, but... Basically a mid-collab again? I wouldn't say that, because if you have Elmesia and you have Ice, Bell, and Shuna, then you're actually looking really good. And then Hestia will be good for other teams. Like, it's definitely not as bad as the Tails collab, where, like, most of those units are never going to see the light of day, except Hinata. I don't think it's as good as the Freerun team, which had a great team by itself and great use outside of each of the teams. Like, most of those characters you could put somewhere else, and they'd be okay. The Freerun team, I still think, is the gold standard for team building. And then... probably this team is a second, but it's like a far second. I should probably rank the collab. That'll be a fun video. I rank the collab teams. That's a video idea, isn't it? Okay, let's keep doing the story so we could unlock a little bit more of that. Not that. Could you check the damage against type neutral? For what? What are we checking? Alright, well, while you're answering me, we'll go into the story quest. And we'll just auto our way through these, and then we can keep talking. So... we're taking you out. Or Ryu. There we go. Are you done yet? No, you are actually. Cool. So, save for Annie? Yeah, save for Annie. If you're not fully in love with the Danmachi team, or you like have not even started summoning for them, and you've watched this and you've been like meh, then you could just save. To see the damage without weakness strike buff, to see universal opportunity of this team. I mean, okay, so how do I answer this? If you run the full team, it's going to do a lot of damage, regardless of where you go. Type neutral, type advantage, even type disadvantage. Ice will probably just still murderize them. So that's, when I talk about generic usability, that's not what I'm going for with like the whole team build. I'm talking about if you take each individual unit out of this team and put them on a different team, how good are they going to be? How good is Bell going to be on the Freerun team? Okay, but not great. He can work, but I'd rather bring someone else probably. How well does Ice do on the Exalted Champions team? Very good, if you want her to be a DPS. But if you're trying to use Ice as a support unit on Divine General, where she's not a Divine General character, and her buffs are not really giving anything to that team, which is wanting to nuke with the space team, not that good. Ryu, giving attack and wind plus damage, you have to find a wind team, or you have to make Ryu the DPS character. And there are not a lot of wind teams that are super relevant right now, because it's Tournament Stalwart or this. And then, if you make her the DPS, can she work as a DPS? Yeah. Are you going to need something to get her there? Is she going to work 100% on that team if you're not running a green orb focused team? If she's not always up front because you're holding a lot of buffs? Like, that part might be a little debatable. It's just that, how good can they make other teams is what I talk about when generic viability comes out of my mouth, which I say a lot, because I value units that can be put on a number of different teams versus just one character, one team, and if you're not using it, it's not good. Like, that's not what I'm looking for out of units. Okay, skip that. Damn, you missed summons. I mean, there wasn't really that much summons to do. It was because I got Ryu with the tickets, with the guaranteed kind of black crystals, so we didn't really do that much summoning. Hey Joker, how well does Ryu's skill now work? Even in-game the skill seems confusing. Yeah, it's not very good. So what happens is that when you use the skill on that turn, you get instant damage, you get a heal. Cool. But the second part, the confusing part, the 50% skill point increase, the 10% stacking effect, that takes place after your turn is over, and only if she's on the front line. You can't use that skill and send her to the back. You're not going to get those buffs at all. And you can only use it once a turn. Like, the effect doesn't stack on multiple uses per turn. So you're only, if you could use that skill 10 times in turn, you're only ever going to get the 50% skill point increase and the 10% magic damage for Ryu. You're not going to get the instant, like, 500% if you use it a whole butt ton of times in one turn. So it's not great. Between Ryu and Ice, who's better between the two? I mean, they're both equally kind of not doing a lot for other people, but also doing a lot, not doing, well, okay, so that's not correct. Ice is very selfish. Her support buffs are minimal. You have to use a lot of skills, 30% here and there, even when it is capped out, you know, cool, whatever, but it's wind attack, so you need a wind team. It's not really supporting a lot of people. Her personal buff is what she's doing. Whereas Ryu is supporting other people, not supporting herself, but her first skill is so very wonky, it's kind of useless. But the other skill also needs a wind team to actually make it useful, which it's going to be Ryu nuking. So they're both nuking characters who have big time skills for themselves and not a lot for anybody else. At the end of the day, Ryu is a better support character as well as a DPS character. Whereas Ice is very much just a single nuke, and it's her and her alone. So it's hard to say. What do you need more? Hold on, I'm texting someone. Alright, okay. I'm explaining my card dilemma to my friend. Different friend. The game will not last another 3 years? I mean, if it lasts another 3 years, that's almost another 100% increase in its lifetime. But going back to that, will the game last 3 years past this? Maybe. I mean, we've seen a lot of games die a lot faster than this game, and this game did not have a good start. It was really, really bad in the first like four months or so. But it survived, and we're still here. So maybe you should have gone with sarcasm. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to tell through an internet chat that you're being sarcastic. Maybe you should probably lead with that next time. But anyways, just as a conversation starter, the game should probably last another 3 years. The power of the Slime IP is way strong. It's still like one of the like #1 selling light novels in Japan, just overall. Kramer, why do you hate me? What did I do? Oh, sarcasm. See, there you go. Or is it? I don't think you hate me, Kramer. You wouldn't even be here if you hated me. Yeah, so I mean, in February we're getting a movie. We'll have a tie-in to that. And then the year 2027, I think, is season 4. We'll probably just... will at least last until that happens. And, you know, I'm anime only, right? I don't read the manga, I don't read the light novels. I'm aware there are other characters that have not been introduced yet because they don't have voice actors and actresses for the anime. And until we get those, they're not going to be implemented. But I'm told there are a lot of unused characters still that would be interesting, to say the least. So I think the game has a very, very long lifespan. Even though it's not the most popular thing in the world, I get it. It's not a Hoyo game. It's not Dokkan Battle that's been going for fucking almost 11 years now. It's not something else that's like super duper hype right now. It is just fairly consistent. Consistently disappointing, I guess, is how a lot of people would like to put it. And there are many, many things that I would still like to change about this game that I put in all the user surveys. But I still enjoy it. Like, you look at the Persona game, right? The Persona 5X game. Big hype it came out. And then it came out a year and a half later or something on English. And then people were like, yeah, Persona 5. And even I jumped on that because I like Persona. And then I played it and I was like, this is a good game. And then I kept playing it and my opinion of it kind of just got worse and worse and worse. And now I don't really play it anymore. Not really how I feel about Slime. Not because it's my YouTube channel. Not because it's pretty much my second and third job for how much fucking time it takes me in my life. But because I legitimately enjoy this game. And I enjoy seeing it evolve. I guess. Is that cheesy to say? I don't know. People, like, I've had people tell me it's like, you should move on to a more popular game and your channel could be way bigger. And you could make so much more money doing YouTube if you cover Reverse 1999 when that came out. Or if you switch over to Persona or you something. And I'm like, that's great. It's not what I want to do. I make good money at my actual job that has retirement and benefits and sick pay and all that. And this is just something I do on the side. Yes, it takes up probably more time than my actual job. I don't wake up at 3 in the fucking morning to listen to some JP people play Jenga for my actual job. But I do it anyways for this. And also, I don't have to compete with anybody else as far as content creation. What I put out is what I put out, and if you don't like the schedule, then you could suck it, because who else are you going to watch on a daily basis for Slime? Like, if you look at... my schedule, this is how I plan out all my videos, right? Everything in red is done, everything in white is to be done, which I should probably read that and read these now. But like RYUU Showcase, Predation Quest, we got Beatdown Battle, and then we've got the Jubilees since Jubilee doesn't come out till Friday night, and I need all of Saturday to do it. And then we got the Soko Showcase, and then we've got Ticket Summons. Like, this is how I plan things out. And if you look at the previous months, like look at all the work that I have to do. Look at all this shit. Look at this. Look at the 3.5 Annie. It's like 3 videos a day almost. Because we got Calamity Conquest and shit. And then fucking February was a light month where I took a break, but I still had videos coming out. Like, this consumes so much of my life. So much of my time is dedicated to this. And I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy it. Like, I did burn out in February. Yeah, that's why I took a little bit of a break. Still made videos though, because I can't really get it all the way out of my system. But like, I would not put this amount of time into something that I do not consider worth it, or I don't enjoy, and I don't care about doing it or not. This is how I pass my time. People have hobbies, right? I make Gundam models. I ride my motorcycle when it's nice outside and not 100 fucking degrees and I bake on the asphalt. I have a YouTube channel. I'm not solely dedicated to the YouTube channel, and I don't want to be. For the new people who have not heard this story, when I started the YouTube channel, I thought I was going to be a Dokkan Battle YouTuber, because I've been playing Dokkan for like 7 years now, and I was like, I need something to do during COVID, and so I started the channel, and I started making Dokkan videos, and they were awful. And since the games have been around for so fucking long, it's oversaturated with creators, and I didn't feel like competing with all of them to try and get views and to try and build my channel that way. So when Slime came along, I was like, okay, let's make some videos here, and they got many, many more views. So then I just switched, and I left Dokkan, at least content creation, off to the side. Sometimes you'll see an occasional video, but now it's all Slime. And I've built my niche, and while after 4 years, maybe 15,000 subscribers isn't the most that you could get in 4 years of that amount of work, but I'm happy about it. Because honestly, I didn't think I'd be at 15,000 subscribers. I thought it was going to take me a year to get 1,000, and it took me about 6 months. So, I think we're doing pretty good. I don't need to be YouTube famous. I don't need to make hundreds of thousands of dollars while live streaming. It's not what I would find fulfilling in life. And I like my state job because it's easy and it pays the bills. YouTube does not pay the bills. Let's get that just right there. I do not make enough money on YouTube to just quit and be a full-time creator. But in the end, it's what makes me happy. And that's what you really, as I assume a lot of you will grow up and find out in your heavily adulting lives, is that it really sucks to do something a lot that you don't like. Joker, when you becoming like I Show Speed? Never. Never ever. Alright. Joker, should I use 10 shards for Shuna's trait? I got Ryu at 130, got Bell and Ice 104, no copy of Shuna or Hestia. I had to use shards for Freeman and Fern. I would not shard up Shuna, no. The skill points is not necessary for you. I would just save your shards for something else. Denzel, I'm new to the game and I've gotten all the DANMACHI COLLAB characters besides Ice, so should I summon for her or save until 4th Annie? If you have Ryu, you really don't need Ice that much, so you could probably start saving. Future Joker, let's play Raid Shadow Legends. I had a sponsorship offer from Raid, actually. I turned it down. Or I just didn't respond to it, actually. But, you know, they sent me an email saying, hey, if you want to promote Raid, we'll give you money based on how many people sign up using your code. And I was like, I'm good. I'll pass. I've gotten a few other sponsorship things from, like, Chinese developers of, like, a gaming platform. Whole bunch of knockoff Chinese games. I didn't respond to those either. I really just don't care about the money, which sounds just a very weird thing coming from a YouTuber, but you know, I don't need it, and I don't want to sell my soul for it either. I don't do the whole YouTuber, hey, don't forget, it's halfway through the video and you haven't liked the video yet. Smash the subscribe button, be a member, join my Patreon, suck my dick. I don't do that. I ask for likes during streams because I think it's funny. And you guys actually do it. But like, I don't do that in all my videos, right? And I don't want to do it. It makes me cringe. So, I'm just here to have fun. When I stop having fun, I won't have a channel anymore. Or I'll switch to something else that is fun. I don't know. But that's my life lesson. Joker's mental insight for you tonight. Joker in an alt universe. Hi guys, welcome to PUBG. I think I played like one match of PUBG and I was awful, and then I put it down. Your grind got you the sponsor, G loyal player, uploaded constantly. True. I enjoyed the small Bandai ad you did for this collab. I was like, wow, we're moving up. Yeah, that was fun. Because you know, some gacha players play their game and never get recognized from their game and their developers, right? So it's cool that they did that. You do things you don't like. Yeah, that is a part of life though, but I don't spend this much time on it. Okay, Eric, hi Joker, I got Shuna and Hestia. Who should I choose only next? Ice, Bell, or Ryu for the future usability? Probably wouldn't summon for any of them. I think Hestia is the best character out of this collab, and if you can already clear all the other content, you can clear EX2 with whatever current team you're using. You don't need to clear Infernos. I would just save. That last part was not needed. Oh, the sucking dick part. I mean, it's pretty much what you're doing when you're sponsoring, or you're trying to get people to fucking like and subscribe and smash the bell for the notifications, shenanigans, things like that. I get why people do it. I get it. I just don't want to do it. I would die of cringe if I heard that constantly from you. I would die of cringe. I'm curious, when do those offers come in? Is it based on subscribers or view milestones? Like the Raid, Shadow Legends sponsors and the other things? I'm not really sure. I just kind of get random emails. They come at random times. Like, they're not like ever, oh, you hit your 15,000. Let's get you a sponsorship. Like, it didn't really happen that way. Raid came like a year ago or something. Like, it was a while ago. So I don't know. I don't know how they decide who does what and who gets a sponsor or not. Probably based on viewership, because obviously they don't want to pay people for views that only get like 10 views. My viewership really isn't that high, all things considered. I put out a lot of videos, but they don't get like 30,000 views or something. So I would think that viewership is probably the highest thing. Wait, the like goal thing is a joke. I mean, I do want people to like the stream just so I know that they're liking it, but and I do just kind of funny. I find it funny holding you guys hostage. Because I know it irritates, like, about half of you. But I'm kind of an asshole, so the irritation is funny. Alright, we've been streaming for just now 2 hours. So I am going to go make dinner and do the Should You Summon video, because I think it's pretty important that we do that. Is there a new bingo board? Let me check that, hold on. It's weekend bingo, isn't it? Oh no, there's new event bingo. Ah, that's the blueprint. Okay. Evolve in Alf's Lumina. That must be her gear. Okay. Kramer, when are you coming up again? Crystals. Okay. Evolve a battleware of swift wind. So this is the sword. This is her jacket. All right. Ryu actually works amazingly on Reckoning. Oh my god. Get your glue huffing out of here. All right, but that is going to do it for me. Thank you guys for listening to my rant. and my life lessons for you. Hopefully you took something out of that. But don't summon for Ryu. I really don't think she's that great. But that's it for me. Take it easy. Jubilee videos will go up probably starting Sunday night or something. And I will see you all later.